Mr. Tut.
Call me King.
Okay.
You want to battle me?
Yeah, I think I could win.
What's the name of your dance?
It's called the Shaka Shake.
That's great, but you're about to make a big mistake.
Wait.
Wait for what?
I really know how to boogie.
Boy, you dance like
Canada's godfather of rap, Maestro Fresh Wes, is back with his fifth children's album, Rhyme Travelers, Back to the Time Machine. The album is tied to the discovery of King Tut's tomb in 1922, and joining us live is Maestro Fresh Wes himself out in the Maritimes. Maestro, always good to chat with you. This Rhyme Travelers, you seem to be having so much fun with this.
I'm having a blast with this, man. Just be able to, first of all, thank you for having me, number one.
Pleasure.
That's and yeah, it's just about, traveling through time and raveling through rhyme. The stories about a father and a son team. And that's kind of inspired by my son and me, along with his mom, because we traveled from Toronto to be in the Maritimes, so shout out to St. John, New Brunswick. But that inspired me to, continue tapping into the father-son relationship, and that's what gave me the idea to write the Rhyme Travelers.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, the father-son relationship is crucial. I've got a son. I've got two daughters. I mean, all relationships are key, but that father-son one, we know, the benefits of that, down the line as well, Maestro. But also, what I love here is that you're combining music and some education. It's another way of kind of exposing children to things they may not otherwise see or be interested in, right?
Well, that's the plan. That's the plan right there, to inspire kids to use their imagination. But at the same time, the theme of this whole album is if you study your past, you might learn something that can help you in the future. So, Shaka Shabazz, going back to ancient Egypt, he's learning a lot. He's learning, and he takes it and helps him as he goes forth and forward into the future. So that's symbolic right there. There's a lot of life lessons and a lot of fun at the same time, too, with this project. And I want to say a special shout out to Kalu Thomas, who played the voice of Shaka Shabazz. He's a son of a good friend of mine who passed away, the legendary MC King Rain. We had his son on that, as well as his daughter Teo, and all the kids from St. John, New Brunswick, who shared their voices on this project. Definitely.
That is so nice to hear, Maestro. And I'm curious about, how you've the collaboration side of this, but also putting this together. There's got to be some kind of deep research here as well. Are you doing all the sort of dirty work and figuring all this out, or are you just writing the rhymes that fit the story and narrative?
Listen, the King Tut Strut was the first song that I wrote for this project. And from that was the base for everything else around that. So I said, okay, the Rhyme Travelers, they're going to go to the past, they're going to learn something, go to the future. And then I came up with the idea of Roller World. That's kind of cool, a futuristic world in 2076. Shout out to my producer, Solitaire, Dub J. Socrates, my brother, Warren Williams, and Tone Mason for helping them out as well, helping me out. And Simone Denny with her beautiful vocals, and my man Jordan on 2 tracks.
Nice. Hey, Maestro, I'm curious. You just had a 9-school tour in Southern Ontario. What was the response like, from the kids listening and watching? Because, you can see sort of numbers in terms of, streaming numbers, hits, everything else. But when you actually see it face-to-face in person, what's that like? What were the kids like when they heard it?
All those streams are illusional. That's an illusion. When you look in a child's eyes and you can look at them and you can see that you're inspiring them to do something great, that's a beautiful thing right there, And that's why the schools were so beautiful for me to be there and just watching. And I thank all the principals, all the teachers, the education staff, as well as the students for being so receptive. Because they didn't grow up to me knowing me as the Maestro Fresh Wes. They grew up to me right now doing what I'm doing right now in terms of being an artist doing children's albums. So like I said, I hope this is inspiring for kids to, I challenge them to use their imagination to go forth and forward and not to be afraid to use their creativity.
Yeah, I love your commitment to this creativity and this new challenge, new venture here. Maestro, always a pleasure. Thanks for the time this morning. Hopefully we'll chat again soon.